Good morning. Today is Tuesday. This week we're taking a look at some common assumptions that people tend to make about others that they encounter or hear about. Today, the assumption I want to talk to you about is one where we believe that any child who is troubled in some way is like he or she is as a result of bad parenting. So what I'm saying is you see a child that's troubled in some way and you say, oh, their parents didn't do a good job. Now, I'm not saying that that isn't sometimes the case where a parent has been neglectful or abusive and caused this child to be troubled. But that is not always the case, and it is wrong to assume that it is. I guess this one is personally near and dear to my heart because I've always questioned my ability as a parent. I wanted to be a mother for so long that when I was finally gifted my children, I worried constantly that I wasn't doing a good job or that I was making wrong decisions with them. And when my children, my two boys, have done anything that was questionable, I've always beaten myself up over it and said, what did you do that made them act that way or behave that way? Now, you've heard people say use the expression, I didn't raise them to be like that. All you can do is raise your children to be the best people they can be. You love them, you provide the education and encouragement that they need, but you cannot control every aspect of your child's life. And it is wrong for people to assume that you can. If you look at 3 or 4 children that are all raised in the same environment, very close together, oftentimes you'll see that one child out of 4 struggles with some type of need or problem. And lots of times it's an external factor that has nothing to do with the home. Maybe it's a teacher who is degrading toward the child or abusive in some way. Maybe it's an emotional disorder or a chemical imbalance, but you can't always assume that the parents have created the problem. So I just want to encourage you with that today. If you see someone that is making that type of assumption about you, or perhaps you're falling into that trap yourself, just to enlighten you a little bit on it, and I hope that you will give the parents the benefit of the doubt. I hope you have a great Tuesday. I'll talk to you tomorrow.